Hi, this is Penny's February 3rd, 2019. The camera is shaking. Don't know why. Anyway, I want to show you some of the items that I'm working on and I have completed. I hope you are enjoying this beautiful Sunday. The weather sure has changed in my neck of the woods, which is New Jersey. So let's get started. Let's show you some of the things that I completed and that I'm currently working on. This right here, excuse me, this right here, this is a pattern I got off Fiber Spider. It's a shawl. I forgot the name of it. It's a shawl, a very simple shawl. I do. I make a lot of them, so I really like the pattern. It's a one row repeat. Really like it. The stitch marker is there because I wasn't sure how many more rows I was going to add. So the other day when I looked at it and I put it around my neck, I said it was enough. So I'll just take it down to the end and tie it off and complete it. Also, what I wanted to do was put tassels on each end and use it as a handkerchief scarf. Is that what that's called? Let me see if I can turn it around so you can see how large it is. Excuse me. So you get to see a little bit of how large it is. Okay, so this tip would be in the front of your chest, and I will put the tassel on that end and the other end. So I just have to make those and it will be complete. I gave it a border around the edge. Probably can't see it because light on light. And I would have been finished, but I said that would look nice if I add a tassel. So I should get around to doing that hopefully in the next 2 weeks. It's something simple, but for some strange reason, I just don't want to do it. I know you guys understand that because sometimes you don't feel like doing certain things either. Okay, this right here, this is also the same pattern. The one I just showed you, that was Red Heart Simply Soft. That's the first time working with that yarn. Really like that. And this right here is Red Heart. Oh man, I cannot think of the name of that. But it's a cake. And it's really thin. And they have 4 thin yarns together. And I think it's like 1,000 yards in the cake. And I wanted to get the cake so bad. And I think I brought 2 or 3 cakes and I made this. But I don't think I'll be dealing with that yarn no time soon because it was so thin. But it didn't give me a problem. It was very enjoyable to work with, but it was just too fine. It was really nice. So with this one is done. I'm not going to put a tassel on the end like I'm going to do with the other one. This is really nice. Something to throw over your shoulders. I'm trying to show this as best I can. Let me just try and turn this back around. So again, this is Fiber Spider pattern. I think it's called the Simply Sure, or someone's going to correct me. Sea by the Shore pattern, something like that. I can't remember. I don't know why, because it's in my library. And every time I make it, I say I'm going to make the fiber spider shawl. That's probably why I don't know the name of it, because I renamed it. So here you can see the border. Yeah, it was a cake of yarn, red heart. And if you can see, it's really fine. But it came out really nice. I love working with a size 3. Like the Mandela size, I really like that. I really enjoy that. But this was a little bit too fine. But I would recommend someone purchase it. I think they came out with the yarn last year, over a year ago. I would recommend you purchase it. It's light and cool. Something you can take on the beach with you. This right here, I finished this last week. This pattern was from a tutorial from, her name is Long John Yarn, all together, YouTube. She has some nice tutorial. This is a Lion brand. It's a free pattern. She posted this pattern last week, and she used landscape, but I didn't have to have it, so I used the homestead, and it came out really nice. Really nice. Actually just took a couple of hours to make. Really nice. This looks like the stitches are diagonal. Came out really nice. So all the folks who brought all that yarn from Lion Brand out the dollar bin, it's something idea you can use one of the schemes for. And the next one I have to show is, this is a scarf. I showed you last week that I made a hat off a loom, so I made the scarf to match it. This is Isaac Marahi. This is his yarn, Craft. I had a bag of it from AC Moore. I paid $3 and some change for it. So it's really nice. Nice and soft and pretty. Moving right along. This is this the front or the back? Oops. This is the sweater that I showed you I was making. And this tutorial came from Alex, A-L-E-X, Crochet. She's out of Italy. She does tutorials in her native language, and also she does it in English. And if you go on her site, and if the pattern is in the language you can't read, then don't click on the pattern. Just look for the title in English, and that will be for a person who speaks English to follow. But if you're Italian and you understand the language, by all means, click on that tutorial. I did a border at the end. It came out really nice. I'm a plus size, so I tucked it in, so I don't want it to take up half of the bed. Hey. And I saw a stitch mark. I don't know why. Okay, here it comes. This is the sleeve. I showed you the white one last week, and I think I just had one border. So majority of the top of my arm was out, and I just took the sleeve over a little wider, and I like it. It came out really nice. So I finished that one. I think when I showed you, not last week, 2 weeks ago, it was already sewed up, but I just had to extend the sweater down and add a border. So I did that. That's completed. I am doing excellent. If you don't tell yourself you're doing excellent, nobody else will, or they'll take longer to tell you. So you always should pat yourself on the back. That's my tip for today. Be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Mm-hmm. This, let me pan back. I'm in my guest bedroom. This sweater is the same as that sweater. It's the same pattern. It can turn into an open cardigan or a sweater. It depends on how you sew it up. So it's the exact same instructions. But when you go to sew both pieces together, you flip one side for open cardigan, or if you want a sweater, you just flip it another way and you sew it up. So one tutorial gave me 2 sweaters, and Alex, she explains how you can turn that into 2 different sweaters. I may put a button on it to hold it right here because it's open. I don't want buttons going all the way down. It looks nice open, so I may just add something right here, a lapel. And here you can see is where I did a double crochet down here, and there's no space in between. Up here you have a double crochet and a space. The reason why I did that like that is because it's over my gluteus maximum, and I didn't want it to stretch. See, this is more stretchy up here, so by sitting on it, I wanted to retain its shape. It doesn't look bad, the contrast. 2 different stitches, one solid, one that includes a single crochet, and one that doesn't include. Came out nice. I like it. Simple border going around. Excuse me. And here, the sleeves. See, I was going to add more stitches going around to match this one. Let me flip this one back over to match this one. You can see there. But I decided not to, because I'm going to wear this as a sweater under my coat with a shirt, and I cannot be too hot. So that's why I kept it like this. Maybe the next time I'll do something different with the sleeve. You cannot have the same thing all the time. This right here in the middle, if you can see, here it goes, straight up. That's where I sewed it in. I did a great job, because you want to make sure that you line everything up really nice and neat, as good as possible, so you eliminate a seam. So everything seems to be going in the same direction. So what I did, I used stitch markers to hold them in place as I was sewing. I really enjoyed sewing that. I like sewing them together. It's very peaceful. Let me see if I can flip this over here. Okay, and this next item is the only item that I am currently working on. I'm not saying that I don't have other items that needs attention, but this is the only one that I'm working on. Some days I try and take it easy and not crochet too much. Kind of give my hands a break. And So I may, when I go to bed, I may devote an hour to into the blanket or start another one. I want to start another one that's pink. Okay. The main color in the middle is out of this Karen Jumbo, which is Spicy Magenta Mix. And if you're knitting or crochet, it's the same needle, US 8, US H 8. And it's a medium 4. This jumbo is, what is this? 595 yards. That's pretty. So this is still attached. Still working on it. Let me just open it up. Try and open it up as much as possible for you. Soon you guys are going to be calling me the blanket lady, right? Okay. How you doing? Okay, so I can't open it up all the way. I would say that it's 3/4 of the way being finished. So here I did 19 rows. Don't ask me why. I didn't plan on it. That's what looked good when I was crocheting it. So I did 19 here, and I broke it out in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 colors, because these 5 colors are in the Magenta, Spicy Magenta mix. So as you can see, you see the gold. So here go the gold here. And then, but you really have to look closely. See if I can pan it down. On top of the gold, you see little specks. Maybe here go one right here of green. Little specks of green. It's just a hint. It's like a sparkle. It's really nice when you can see it close up. So that's why I did 2 rows of the gold, and I did one row of this green, because I didn't want it to be overpowering, because you would say, why she put green in there? You don't see any green, but you have to look closely. It is green in there. And then I moved on with the blue. And these 2 colors, once I go over there by the yarn, I'll tell you exactly what these yarn colors are. Let me just get them. Sometimes I guess. See, this is gold. So this was gold. This is Red Heart. So that's gold from Red Heart. This is spring. This is early spring. And that's Studio Classic. These 2 yarn work very well together. Same hook sides. So that's the spring right there. These actually are my 2 school colors. And the next one, that's, let me see what they call it, blue. See? As you know, you just don't want to blur out names, because sometimes you can be wrong. If I haven't told you, I'm in my guest bedroom. This is a blanket I made 2 years ago. That you see the brown and beige one. Okay. Okay. And this is the burgundy. Well, the burgundy is not next. Let me see. Clarix is the next one. So that's this color. And then the burgundy. So I tried, first I thought I was going to put the Clarix in front of the burgundy, but it didn't look right. But if you follow how the colors are going across, I tried to emulate those colors in the row, how they were going across. So that's what I did. And I think that I picked up 3 more of the Karen Jumbo, and I'm hoping that I have enough, because as you know, as you go around and around the blanket, it eats up more yarn. And this is a double crochet stitch without a chain in the middle, so of course it's going to eat up a lot of yarn. Let me see if I can open it up and you can see the middle. This is the wrong side. Okay, see? And it actually goes, see, right here. See? That's coming out really nice. So right here, I think I know it's on the other side. I have a half of this row to go, and then that'll be the end of this 9th row. I'm just putting 9 rows of this color. Why? Because if you add up the colors from the gold to the burgundy, it's 9. So it looks really nice with the same amount of rows as this one. So I'll just repeat this pattern again, throw a border on it, and I should be done. I have a yarn right here that I didn't sew in. Actually, I don't know why, because it's all the way down here. So I normally sew in my tails quickly because I do not like going back and forth. So this is where I'm at right there, and I don't have long to get to the end. So that's what I'm currently working on now. All right, and that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoy your evening. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate that you participate in my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye.